Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about some more, some brand new Xbox Series X news. I don't know if you guys are as excited as I am for this new console generation. I love when new consoles come out. It's a super exciting time. The feel of a brand new console, it's a new experience. It's exciting. It's really exciting to me, and I just cannot wait for Xbox Series X and PS5. Of course, it's going to be an exciting year. You know, these consoles are going to be launching towards the end of 2020. We got a lot of games coming out before then on both consoles, like Cyberpunk, for example, The Last of Us 2. There's a lot of games. Final Fantasy VII Remake. There's just so many games. So many good games coming out soon. We got a bunch of new information via a blog post from Phil Spencer, who is the head of Xbox. If you guys don't know that, who's been doing, in my opinion, a fantastic job with Xbox ever since he took over. Yeah, this is on Xbox Wire. If you want to read the whole thing, I mean, you can read the whole thing. I'm not going to go through every single thing that they say. I want to kind of focus on certain points and things like that, or else we're going to be here for a lot longer. It's going to be end up being like a 20-30 minute video. So basically, they're just talking about how, you know, Xbox Series X is going to be a very powerful console, right? That's basically what they're saying in this first section. So a quick kind of like bullet point is that it's going to have 12 teraflops, variable rate shading, hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, quick resume for multiple games, and smart delivery. Now, you probably don't know what some of these are, like smart delivery, for example. So we're going to go through these and stuff. They just basically talk about a superior balance of power and speed, and basically how Xbox Series X represents superior balance of power and speed in console design, advancing on all technological fronts, delivering amazing dynamic living worlds, and minimize any aspects that can take you out of the experience. So basically, they want everything to be a lot more seamless and a lot more smooth in transitioning. For example, you know, whether it's downloading games or transitioning between one game to another game, or in and out of games, which is why, for example, it's going to have an SSD, which we're going to talk about in a second. As I talk about new generation custom processor, so basically it's going to be using their custom design processor is leveraging AMD's latest Zen 2 and RDNA 2 architectures, delivering 4 times the processing power of the Xbox One. Now, they say the Xbox One. I don't know if it's like more than the Xbox One X or the S. That's because those are very different. So I don't know. Well, no, I guess it must. Yeah, because right here it says twice of the Xbox One X. So it's going to leverage 12 teraflops of GPU. Oh, that's GPU. This is CPU up here. So I don't know which Xbox One they're referring to in regards to the CPU being, you know, 4 times the processing power. But anyways, in terms of GPU, 12 teraflops, which is twice of the Xbox One X and more than 8 times of the original Xbox One. So not the Xbox One S, I guess. I'm not sure where the Xbox One S sits. I can't remember. Xbox Series X delivers a true generational leap in processing and graphics power with cutting-edge techniques, resulting in higher frame rates, larger, more sophisticated game worlds, and an immersive experience unlike anything seen in console gaming before. Variable rate shading is a patented form of VRS that empowers developers to more efficiently utilize the full power of the Xbox Series X rather than spending GPU cycles uniformly to every single pixel on the screen. They can prioritize individual effects on specific game characters on more important environmental objects. This technique results in more stable frame rates and higher resolution with no impact on the final image quality. So again, that's going to allow developers to kind of, I guess, use this kind of technique to you know, focus on certain things that they want, I guess, to stand out visually. Again, it says, you know, it can rather than spending GPU cycles uniformly to every single pixel on the screen, they're able to prioritize individual effects, or, you know, I mean, on specific game characters or important environmental objects. So if there's like an object that's super important, they can focus I guess some more of the image quality on that. I guess that's what I'm understanding. I'm not 100% sure what VRS really is, but that's what I'm understanding from it. If I have it wrong and you understand better than me, please let me know in the comments below. Hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing. The ray tracing we've seen a little bit of as of late. We've seen kind of teasers of Minecraft that's going to utilize ray tracing at some point. They're working on that, and it looks gorgeous. So basically, what they're saying is you can expect more dynamic and realistic environments that are powered by hardware accelerated DirectX ray tracing, which is a first for console gaming. That means true to life lighting, accurate reflections, and realistic acoustics in real time as you explore the game world. So the lighting is just going to look so much more realistic, more beautiful. Again, if you haven't seen the Minecraft trailer, I think it was on the NVIDIA YouTube channel, if I remember correctly. It basically kind of showcases what ray tracing would look like in Minecraft, and it looks crazy. For a game like Minecraft on top of that, like, it's weird. It looks great. It works. It works, but everything's more like, the textures are more reflective and shiny. It's just weird. You have to go see the video, honestly. Like, I don't know how to really explain it in words. You got to see it. Just look it up, Minecraft ray tracing on YouTube. Okay, you got to watch it for yourself, because honestly, I'm watching it on YouTube and it's going to get compressed, but I wanted to show you guys really quick. So if you look at it, you see the way the lighting is coming through and stuff, and the way the lighting is just kind of reflecting off of things. So that's the difference, right? This is without it, and then this is with it. So this is, I mean, it's RTX, but this is essentially what ray tracing is doing. So you can see how it's more reflective, the way the light bounces and reflects off of things. That's essentially, like, watch, this is without, and this is with. So you can see how ray tracing utilizes or helps developers utilize more in how they can use lighting and the reflection of lighting. You know, again, just the way the light shines down, and it's just really cool. It's just really cool. All right, so back to Xbox Series X. Immersion in an instant. So this is all going to be about, you know, being able to get into your games faster, transition between games faster, all that stuff, being as immersed as possible, right? You want to reduce any time that it takes to load games, or, you know, the time between your controller, like latency, input lag, or whatever. All these different things. So one of the things they're going to be doing is SSD storage, which, if I remember correctly, they're going to be, or they are creating their own SSD technology of some sort. That's, I guess, going to be like super fast or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be faster than any other SSD. It's not going to be like an NMVE or something, or NVMe. Sorry. I don't think it's going to be that fast, which would be cool if they did use an NVMe. That would be insane, because those are really, really quick. But it just says SSD, because an NVMe would, I mean, it's going to end up costing too much. So they can't really do that. Anyways, game worlds are larger, more dynamic, and load into Flash, and fast travel is just that. It's fast. So, you know, sometimes, let's say you're playing a game like Assassin's Creed or something, or whatever game has fast travel. Sometimes it takes a long time to load because of the hard drive. Not because of the game, but because of the hard drive, right? Because if you have a hard disk drive, it's not as quick as, say, an SSD. I mean, PC gamers know this firsthand, that SSD is just way faster. Quick Resume. The new Quick Resume feature lets you continue multiple games from a suspended state. Now, I want to focus on that keyword, multiple games from a suspended state. So right now, with PS4 and Xbox One, we had this new feature introduced where you could go to the home menu, you could do other things, you could go do whatever you want, and your game would be suspended. You can even turn the console off. Well, not off, but put it in, you know, rest mode. And then you can turn it back on, and you can just boot your game back up. And it was all about, you know, getting back into the game quicker, right? Now, this apparently is going to let you do that with multiple games, which I've talked about before, which you can have multiple games open. So let's say I have, I don't know, just for a random example, let's say I have something like a story-based game, like, I don't know. Let's say I have Halo Infinite open with something else. I don't know. It could be like Cyberpunk, let's say, right? Let's say I'm playing multiplayer in Halo Infinite, and then I want to go play a little bit of Cyberpunk, but then I want to go back to Halo Infinite. Assuming Cyberpunk is on Xbox Series X, I'm sure it will be. I'm sure they're going to port it over. It's so close to the launch date of the new consoles. I'm sure Cyberpunk's going to end up being on Xbox Series X. Anyways, I'm just giving you guys a random example, right? I could bounce between the two games like instantaneously, because they're both going to be in a suspended state, which is crazy to have multiple games. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like that's going to really like slow down and like I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not, because right now, even on PS4 and Xbox One, you know, sometimes when I go into that suspended state and I'm trying to go to the home menu or something, man, things get a little slow. But I don't know. I trust them. We'll see. We'll see how it works in real time. Dynamic latency input. They're going to be basically optimizing latency and player to console pipeline, starting with their Xbox wireless controller, which leverages their highest bandwidth, wireless communication, etc. And it's basically they're making everything faster. The latency and input lag between your your controller and the console is going to be faster and all that good stuff, which of course is going to be, controls are going to be even more precise and more responsive essentially. So HDMI 2.1 innovation. They've partnered with the HDMI forum and TV manufacturers to enable the best gaming experience features such as auto low latency mode and variable refresh rate. ALLM allows Xbox One and Series X to automatically set the connected display to its lowest latency mode. VRR synchronizes the display's refresh rate to the game's frame rate, maintaining smooth visuals without tearing, ensuring minimal lag and the most responsive gaming experience. So that's going to be good as well. 120 FPS support, which I would assume is going to be in 1080p. I don't think it's going to be 4K 120. If somehow they pull off 4K 120, I would be extremely impressed, but I don't think that's going to happen. With support of up to 120 FPS, Xbox Series X allows developers to exceed the standard 60 FPS. Basically, it's, there's nothing really to read there. The next generation of game compatibility. So basically, the benefits of the next console generation extend in every direction, bringing greater visual fidelity and improved loading times and all that good stuff. But they're going to be continuing their commitment to compatibility with Xbox Series X, meaning 4 generations of gaming, meaning Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, all played on one console. Absolutely amazing, super exciting stuff. It's going to be backwards compatible with all those. The original Xbox games, the 360, the Xbox One. They're going to look and play better than ever before. Your favorite games, including titles in Xbox Game Pass, benefit from steadier frame rates, faster load times, and improved resolution and visual fidelity, all with no developer work required. So devs, rejoice. You don't have to do anything. This is all Microsoft that's going to be handling this part of the thing. Your Xbox One gaming accessories also come forward with you. So anything you have for Xbox One, it's going to work on Xbox Series X, your Xbox One controller, headsets, whatever accessories you have. I mean, headsets. Like most people have brand, non brand specific. Like no one uses Xbox headsets really anymore. I mean, some people might. But most people use like Turtle Beaches or Astros or whatever else you may use, right? Something from Sennheiser, maybe. I don't know. Smart delivery is basically this technology that empowers you to buy a game once and know that whether you're playing on Xbox One or Xbox Series X, you're getting the right version of the game. So basically, if you buy it on Xbox Series X, it knows you're on Xbox Series X, and it's going to give you the best version of the game for that console, or if it's on Xbox One, right? So basically they're making the commitment to use smart delivery on all their exclusive Xbox Game Studio titles, including Halo Infinite, ensuring you only have to purchase a title once in order to play the best available version for whichever console you choose to play on. The technology is available to all developers and publishers. They can choose to use it for titles that will release on Xbox One first and come to Xbox Series X later, and all that good stuff. Xbox Game Pass, in addition to games from across 4 generations, Xbox Game Pass will continue to have their first-party games like Halo Infinite included at their launch. So if you have Xbox Game Pass, you got Halo Infinite at launch. How crazy is that? It is pretty freaking crazy. Dude, Xbox Game Pass is like, I don't even understand it. You'd think they'd be losing money on it somehow, but it's working. It's working. It's a great deal. Anyway, so this generation is all going to be about players at the center. They want it to be their most fastest, most powerful console ever, designed for a console generation that has you at its center. This means a high-fidelity gaming experience enclosed in a quiet and bold design with the ability to discover thousands of games across 4 generations. So cool. All with more playing and less waiting. And all that good stuff. So, they got all this stuff, Xbox Game Pass, Project X Cloud, and they can't wait to share more details in the coming months. I'm excited. Let me know if you guys are excited. I wanted to go through that with you guys really quick. That's probably not really quick, but whatever. It is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, drop it a like, subscribe guys new. Let me know what kind of games you're most excited for from Xbox Series X and PS5. And let me know. Are you guys going to be buying both consoles? Are you going to be buying PS5, Xbox Series X? Neither? Let me know in the comments below. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys very soon in another video. And until then, my friends, game on.